everyone. How are you? How are you? This is the Terran Lamp Show. Season 10, I think, episode, I'm going to go with 5, I believe, like 5 or 6. But most importantly, this is the 5th year anniversary of the Terran Lamp Show. The 5th year anniversary. We have been going strong for 5 years. So I started this show in 2020 when we were all stuck at home. And the reason I started it was really just to get to know everyone. No story is too big. No story is too small. I just wanted to share stories. I had no idea that the show would take off. We are now on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and on YouTube, and of course here on Instagram. So this is the Terran Lamp Show, the 5th year anniversary of the show. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today. We have got a great guest on the show today. I'm going to get him on. But again, make sure you are following right here on Instagram. Make sure you're going to I Am Terran L on YouTube, on TikTok, the Terran Lamp Show on Apple Podcasts, and the Terran Lamp Show on Spotify. So again, this is season 10 episode. I think it's like episode 5, but it's the 5th year anniversary of the Terran Lamp Show. We have been going strong for 5 years thanks to your support. It's all by word of mouth, all by your gracious giving. So I truly appreciate it. If you have a story or know someone who does, I would love to have them on the show. So let me see if I can get my guest in here today. Bryson. Let's see. Did you get it? Did you get it? Bryson. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Queen? Congrats again.
How are you?
I'm amazing. It's been a blessed Tuesday.
Wait a minute. Let me hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay.
It could be me. Say it again.
I said congrats on your 5th again. It's been a blessed Tuesday, Queen. How are you?
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm so excited to have you here on the show. I really appreciate you saying yes to coming on the show.
Of course.
It is totally our 5th anniversary, so I'm double fisted for the occasion. Double fisted for the occasion. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Bryson. I really want to hear your story. Like I said, one of the things that I love is that you're a young man in the world betting on himself, right? You are betting on yourself, and I say there's no better person to bet on than ourselves, right? We have lots of things we could go do and go be, but betting on yourself is one of the best. So I want to get started. I want to again be gracious of your time, be gracious of everyone who's listening their time. Again, this is the Terran Lamp Show 5th anniversary. We're talking to Bryson today about betting on himself. So Bryson, give us an idea of what you do. First of all, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so honestly, I just try to be as versatile as possible. At being that, I just branch off into many different avenues, being a photographer, a DJ. I've been getting into music production more recently. I wanted to be versatile, so it wasn't just in all your eggs in one basket type of thing. So I started the photography journey, I think it was 2021 now, so it makes like 4 years coming up on. And honestly, it was just a little gamble, it was really hectic times and everything. And it wasn't really much to do. So I was really coming off an injury, playing basketball at the time. And it just continued to build off of that. My former teammates supported me. And yeah, I just blessed. That's all I can really say.
So we're talking about taking a gamble, right? And one of the things, like I said, that you bet on yourself. So what made you, Bryson, say, you know what? It's time. I mean, you're young, right? So what made you just step out on a limb for yourself and say, you know what? It's now or never. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the cards down on the table. What made you have the courage, I think, to bet on yourself? Because it takes a lot of courage.
100%. Honestly, it was just watching everyone around me. Like, the main thing I used to say, because keep in mind, I started the photography thing around the COVID and the unsurety that was going around. So I used to say all the time, COVID either made or broke people. Like, you don't stay broken, but I was going through a really rough time when COVID started, and I really just took it upon myself to say, "Hey, I'm not gonna go too far in the hole. I'm gonna use this time we have to find something productive, even though I'm unsure about everything that's going on." So I picked up the camera, and then I just ran with it from there. And being somebody that, playing sports, my parents always funded everything, and I just wanted to start something that truly felt like it was something I worked for. And so I just took the little, support, the investments from people, took it for granted. I mean, never took it for granted. And ever since then, it's just been taking off. Like, again, I'm in college right now, in my dorm and everything. But just the amount of people I've met and connections I made strictly off of, hey, let me just take a picture. Like, I was just joking with my sister the other day because I was doing a shoot and somebody literally came up to me and just wanted to support. They were like, I don't really care how many you take, but just take some pictures of me and invest it. So yeah, honestly, just understanding that you can get really complacent in your standards. I didn't want to get complacent with what was going on.
I love that. So you guys, this is the Terran Lamb Show. This is the 5th year anniversary we're celebrating with Bryson today, who has bet on himself as a DJ and a photographer. So Bryson, tell me about, because this wasn't on our question list, but tell me about like that feeling the first time you were like, you picked up the camera or you got behind the DJ table and you were like, yep, this is it. Like, how did you know when you know? Oh, yes. And if you have any questions or comments for Bryson, please make sure you put them in the comments. Journey Home TNC says, I saw the vision, little cousin. So somebody saw the vision. So you saw the vision too. Tell me about that first time when you were like, I got it. This is it.
So it really was just a genuine love I got. Like you said, it was a start. So it was a genuine love I got even when I knew my content wasn't good. So, I'm sending people terrible pictures and then I'm just trying to get my way. But once I really got the footing, I'd say in photography, it really was when I started getting recognition from bigger clientele. Like, for example, bigger YouTubers and stuff started reaching out and were like, I was working bigger events and it was just like, wow. But it's never really, I always say this, it's never about the popularity you get from it. It's all about people's reactions. Like, even now, I go on, oh yeah, 100%. I go on and people send me messages, they'll be like, oh, I love him so much. And that's what honestly means the most to me. Like, at the end of the day, I went from somebody people didn't even really pay attention to one of like the most paid, most well warranted photographers out here. And the DJing, me and my mom joke about the story all the time because honestly, DJing was a real major side gig. The thing's not. DJing was a major side gig. Like, I picked it up. So the story started. I was at another event taking pictures for somebody I knew. Blessed Spirit shot. And I asked the DJ, I was like, you know what, I want to have a little event for my graduation high school at the time. I said, how much would you charge? He said, you know what, since you'd be nice and everything, I'll throw you a nice rate. He proceeds to say $150 an hour. And I said, so I picked up my computer. I went and looked up how much a DJ board was. It said about $300, $300. I said, okay, I'll just get my own. And then I rent my system. So the story we tell, my mom was really hesitant when I first said the idea of throwing a crazy high school party. But we went through with it. I sold out a 250-person venue in, I think it was a little over 20 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just a crazy turnover. So I just stuck with it past that. Like, I'm in high school now. Every once in a while, I was just throw something just for the cause. But yeah, I've been just trying to branch off into less public, seem more charitable cause, more nonprofit side. But yeah, that's what I really would say. Just gave me that, I'm doing it type.
Yeah. It's a great feeling, right?
Yes, man, of course.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's funny because I have a mom story too, and I'm familiar with your mom, and she is all about the business, so I know that. So she was like, "Okay, Bryson, what's going on?" Right? But I have a funny mom story too. I used to get on my report card. Now, this was way a long time ago. I used to get on my report card in trouble for she talks too much, and now I tell people I get paid to talk. So my mom used to say, you talk too much. and now look at me. Now I'm getting paid to talk, you know? So I just feel like sometimes you have to just, you know, pick out those talents for yourself and say, like you said, like take that risk and take it for yourself and what it is, right? And I love that you did that. And I love that you had the courage. Hey, son, and me too. I'm sure she's agreed. Journey home to NC. NC is agreeing, I guess. Me too. So, oh, me too. She maybe said she talked too
Yeah,
much. Maybe that's what she's saying. Okay. Hey, look, we
definitely.
are here for it. We are here for the talking too much because now look at us.
I'll definitely pick off of what you said though. Like, I'm not I was talking too much, but in the world of entrepreneurship, especially, you can never talk enough. I literally got majority of my clientele. Well, when I first started, like you said, that initial, I was just walking around, going to talk to people. I'd be like, "Hey, let me take your picture. Hey, where y'all from?" You know, starting small talk. And it's a sad story, but a true story. I took one of the last pictures of a married couple before one of the male in the relationship was, unfortunately, he passed away. But
Oh no.
I hit the lady up a little while ago to follow up, just to see how they were doing and everything, and she told me, and it was just like a crazy bittersweet moment because you know that's the stuff that means the most at the same time because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, you gave them that gift, right? Like it was something that you didn't think of obviously at the time, but you gave them, you know, that gift along the way. So I think that is amazing. I'm going to write down something you said. I'm writing down, you said it's not about the popularity, it's about people's reaction. You know, I like that. I'm writing that one down. It's about people's reaction. I always kind of take some things. Tell us about Bryson. So again, you're starting this, you're betting on yourself, you're young, you're trying to figure it all out, you're buying turntables, you're snapping the picture. What obstacles came in your way along this journey?
So I mean that's the deepest one probably to talk about. So you know when there's a lot of success, there's also a lot of watching eyes, and I feel like I
Oh,
did get stagnant. I would say like in the mindset, so I got a little too comfortable, started like allowing people around me. So till this day, I don't really know exactly what happened because you know, higher authority isn't always the best at resolving issues. But yeah, I woke up one sad morning. I can almost remember the exact date. It was 2023, the year I graduated. No, it was 2022 before the year I graduated in October. So I woke up one sad morning, getting ready for school, and I go out to my car, and it was no clear sign of like broken window or anything, but I just saw the door cracked and my heart just
oh,
shattered because
oh no.
I don't leave my camera in the car. But it was a one day, you know, I was tired. I came in after practice and I was just like, I'm gonna just, and then it, you know, reality struck, but it didn't knock me down. And I feel like that was a testament. So yeah, they stole about $4,000 worth of camera equipment out of my car.
Oh gosh.
The only reason it really bothered me was because there was a lot of other valuable stuff in the car that they left, like Beats headphones, computer, iPad. It really just was targeted at the camera side, which was kind of, you know, but stuff happens and life went on. I think, Mom, you can confirm or deny this. I think we've just about paid it off now because I was making a payment plan on the camera at the time. So yeah.
That's a
So
bummer. I mean, people are crappy sometimes. Okay, so we got making people's dreams and memories visions come to life. So that is what you were doing. And then young, gifted, and blessed. I'm not going to say that name right. Alma?
yeah, you got it
Yeah.
right.
Is proud of you. So, and we are all proud of you guys. This is a Terran Lamp show. I think I know it's season 10. I can't remember if it's episode 5. I think it's episode 5. We are on our 5th anniversary show with Bryson. This show is going to be on, of course, our Instagrams. It's also going to be on YouTube. It's also going to be on Apple Podcasts, and it's also going to be on Spotify. So a lot of people are going to listen to this after today. And so I just want to make sure everybody knows all the channels that they can listen to it on. So we talked about some obstacles. Yes, right? Stephanie. Yes, what a wonderful guest. So inspired. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to get somebody on here that was gonna like, don't take this the wrong way, Bryson. Don't take this the wrong way. But I love getting young people on here because you guys inspire those of us who are a little wiser we'll just say, use the word wise. I think you guys inspire us to maybe think differently, to do differently, to be differently. I like that you said getting complacent. I think that that's something we all can learn from, is to not get complacent. I think taking that message away is something important to me, because, you know, you tend to just get in the same old grind, right? And get complacent. And you've just kind of reminded us to not be complacent. Two sides to every story. So totally get it. So I think that's important to remind us all to not be complacent, to bet on ourselves, even in our wiser years, right? We think, oh, here we are. This is the way life is going to be. But that's not true. That's always not the case. So I think that that's one of my takeaways is to continue to not be complacent. What would you tell another young person who is wanting to either, a couple of things, either get in the same business you are in, or who is kind of nervous about betting on themselves? So Journey Home to NC says, people always get envious or judge you. They see the finished product, but don't understand the journey that it took to get there. Have fun and have fun in the journey, Bryson. So what would you tell somebody who is, and I'm going to address that comment too, because I want to get to that, because I like that Journey said they don't see the hard work you put in to get there. What would you tell a young person who's wanting to bet on themselves or to potentially get into either DJ or photography? Another young person.
I'd really just say, because I really say, honestly, just believe that you can do it with everything going on. Because I feel like a lot of people they see the work and then they get scared. But because people always say like, oh, I'm busy or I'm doing a lot. I say not to ever compare a story. But in high school, especially, was one of the most just trying times of my life. Literally just because I was taking on young adulthood early. Like, I was managing the two businesses, being DJing and photography, videography side. And then keep in mind, I'm going to school 25 minutes away at Kingsford, which is technically out of zone. So I'm taking the drive. Just a quick rundown of the schedule. I wake up probably like 6:30, 6:15 every day, get ready and everything, hit the road latest 7:30, or I'm missing traffic and late. Got to be there at 8:15. Go full day of classes. Everybody else, especially my senior year, everybody else got to leave early, get out, go do their thing. So I had to stay with everybody else till 3:15. Then get out, go to practice, do that. Usually I'd have a gig or something after practice, go straight to the gig. Still find time for social life or hanging out. And then so IB, which was the program I was in, which is a collegiate advance. So we're doing 4-page papers per class and stuff 14-page papers per class. Like, it was a real heavy load. So I always tell people, I was just like, you can't really compare when our schedules were that loaded and we still made it happen. It's like people will sit around and find time to be on their phones and sit around and find time, but won't sit around and find time to learn a new skill.
Right.
Like, for example, my childhood friend, Mr. Samuel Brannon, he's been teaching himself day trading and stocks since sophomore year in high school, and now he's consistently making money off of it. I said, yeah, anyone can really do that with a simple investment. So I say, just to go back to the question, just invest in yourself early. The longer you wait and question if you can do something, like, I didn't have the money to do it. Well, I didn't want money in position as a lot of people, and people don't know my story like that. So I always say, you can build anything yourself if you truly put your mind to it. And being a firm believer in God, just trust, pray about it. Always pray. Just pray, ask for guidance, ask questions, just continue to redirect, because everything is about pivoting. That's what the main word this whole year has been. So you might be going one direction, like I was taking pictures of sports, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I like taking pictures of events and stuff. Okay, wait, no, events is not. So I was like, just continue to grow and develop is what I would say in anything. Yeah, I feel like it's a great summary.
I love pivoting. Let's go back to addressing people always get envious or judge you. They see the finished product, and you're kind of talking about this, right? Did you have any of that? Like, did you have any people saying, naysayers or judgers? I mean, I do agree with your whole point. A lot of people say, and I often hear even from myself, like they'll be like, "Oh, you're so blessed," and I'm like, I totally am blessed, like you said. I know that. But to your point, I put in a lot of hard work to get to where I am, and so do you. So, do you ever have, or did you ever have? Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. What will you do with yours? Exactly. Did you ever have any people like naysaying, or even people close to you, like your friends saying, hey, or not realizing the hard work you're putting in? Did you ever have any of that, or
Yeah,
just
100%.
curious?
Not to elaborate too much, but the main thing really was that with the awareness and the more people that told my, the more people that understood what I was doing and see my name getting out more, like
Yeah.
people knew me more by my content name being Low Key Productions than they knew me as a student. So they just, I guess, thought I had like a bigger celebrity minded head because people knew me so much around the school. But I always was the same really quiet, humble spirit. Like, I was the kid always listening to music. I tell people that all the time. That's how I got into DJing. Like, I can't have a conversation. I'm not going to have a little bit of music playing in the background right now. It's just
Yeah.
music, a gift for me. Like, so I tell people all the time that there's always going to be some type of voice. There's always going to be some type of conflict. Like, if I sat there and argued with everyone who said naysayed or said something about my business, I wouldn't be where I was at. So I'm just a genuinely miss confrontation. I don't like confrontation,
Yeah.
like having too much. Yeah. So once it got to that point, I feel like it wasn't really being productive. The maturity level grew. You just remove yourselves in certain situations. So yeah.
I think it's just unfortunate. Like Miss Journey was saying, Journey Home to and see, everyone has the same 24 hours in the day. And what will you do with yours, right? The question begs what you just said, in that everyone has the same 24 hours that you do. It's just how you spend your 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Like, everyone has the same 24 hours in the day. They can put the same work into their craft as you put into theirs. So, is it Nia? Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. Not Naya? Nia? Naya?
Yeah, it's not.
Um, Naya. Hope I'm okay. Naya. Hi, Naya. How are you? I just think that's the right question, right? Like, what do people do with their 24 hours? No one has the room to talk about what you do with your 24 hours, but you're putting the work in. So they too can come out nice on the other side if they put the work in. And I think that some people forget that, right? They just see, like Naya was saying, like they just see the end and the journey, and they see, oh my gosh, he's up on stage, or he's taking these great pictures, and now he's got a big head. It's like, no, I worked hard to get here. And I don't have a big head. I'm just good at what I do because I've perfected my craft. And here's a newsflash, nothing is wrong with that, right? So I think that's interesting. So you guys, this is the Terran Lamb Show, season 10. I've been saying episode 5, but most importantly, the 5th year anniversary of the show. We've been going strong since 2020, when I just decided to start talking and interview people. Everybody comes on with their own, at their own time, at their own leisure. If you have a story, I would love to have you too on the show. If you know someone who does have a story, I'd love to have them too. No story's too big, no story's too small. We're going to be on all platforms. So you're going to be able to see us on Instagram. You're going to be able to hear us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you're going to be able to see us and hear us on YouTube. So yeah, all the things. So Bryson, now brace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I never practiced this with anybody, and nobody ever knows it because nobody watches right before they come on. They watch later or they listen, and then they don't get to this question. So you may have looked at my Instagram. I am officially a crazy cat lady.
Okay.
I'm her. And they say curiosity and the cats.
Okay.
So my question to you. Oh, wait. No, I have another question before that. What's next for you? That's not the question. The next question. What's next for you? And then we're going to go into the cat question.
I'd say just continuing to save up and branch off in both aspects, like the photography, videography side. I'm on course right now to be the football photographer next year, and I just applied for one of the roles as basically like the school's photographer in a way, like
Okay.
events and stuff. But just continuing to expand, honestly, like I really would say to people though, when you first start your entrepreneurial journey, don't try and be Mr. Versatility. Put your eggs in the basket to start because it really does take a toll after a while. Like I call my mom sometimes and literally be like, "Mom, I'm wore out. Like I don't even feel like talking. I'm sorry," but genuinely just dump pour your passion into a single thing, and it will promise it will branch off into a lot of things that relate. Like I learned more about music from the simple fact that majority of the sports videos and stuff I was doing, I had to find songs and stuff. So I tell people that all the time. Just continue to grow. Like always, there's always more to learn. There's always more to know. But yeah, for just immediate just goals, I really want to take pictures of a major event, a more corporate style event. I haven't done that yet, so that's definitely on my bucket
Oh,
list
nice.
too.
Okay.
Yeah. And the DJing side, I've been doing really, really good with that. Like I just again won an award for the best DJ here.
Oh, nice.
So
Congratulations.
yeah, I just want to continue. Thank you again, and I just want to continue to expand on that. So just coming up with ideas, brainstorming. I want to do a lot more charitable causes, like I was just saying. So I was gonna partner. I've been talking with my brother Nick Wright over at Right Path Outreach in Suffolk and Portsmouth area. He does a lot of charitable events. He gives back every Sunday. Shout out Nick again. Please give him a follow and a shout out. At Right Path Outreach, he has only missed 2 Sundays for a certain amount of years. I can't even recall right now, but he every Sunday he does a food drive, and it's one of the most inspirational things I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not so not so fortunate individuals in the area come out, and some fortunate individuals come out, and just he comes with food line essentials. We donate some water, some and stuff sometimes, but just fruits, veggies, cookables, canned goods, just everything. Like shout out to him again. But yeah, I just want to continue to dive into that side.
Dive into that side and continue to be more charitable. Naya says he's doing a realtor event for her, for you, for me,
Yep.
in Raleigh for professional headshots for my regional association. Rooftop scene. I am all about the rooftop. You know, I'm in Chicago. We have the summer is an experience over here. If you guys have not been to Chicago, you got to come, especially in the summer. Rooftop scene, I'm all for it, Naya. So back to the cat question and the curiosity. Bryson, we're going to finish up with this. What are you curious about? Take a moment, because everyone does. Take a moment. Last question.
I would really just say one. I say it all the time. Knowledge is power. Continuing to learn. I'm always curious. I'm the guy that asks questions. I'm the guy that's always paying attention. I'm very, very observative. I've been like that since I was a baby. So I'm very, very curious about knowledge. Like I'll ask people to the point they don't even want to talk anymore. So I say knowledge and what was that? Oh yeah, just maturity, psychology. I love how brains work. I pick people's brains a lot, especially my mom, April. Yeah, you're watching, I know. But yeah, if you were to talk to her about just how I interact with people, it's almost to the point where I pick down to the part where I get that little itch, and it really is satisfying to me to watch how people interact. I tell people that all the time because you can learn so much just by how somebody speaks. Like I've not been friends or made friends simply off of the first or second interaction. Because I say all the time, and we'll finish with that one. Time. I love the thought of time, but I also love the thought of loyalty to certain things. So, for example, one of my closest friends at the moment is not somebody that I've known for a very long time. Not to feel like people get mixed up in that. So I say that all the time. That's why entrepreneurship is so different because some of your biggest associates won't be the ones you knew growing up. They'll be the ones that in the business at the rooftop lounges and stuff, like you said.
Yeah.
You got to stuff with. people with like-minded prowess. So yeah, I really would just say those three keys are the most important. Like, you should always stay curious about that. So,
I love knowledge and time. So let me get to the comments and then we'll close it out.
yeah.
Naya says you are definitely related. I'm assuming she means you and your mom. Savvy Contour says so true. And Naya says yes. So Bryson, we are going to wrap up. I want to, so you guys, this is the 5th, I know it goes fast. This is the 5th anniversary of the Terran Lamb Show. Make sure you're liking, loving, following, subscribing, all those things, whatever thing you do. And Bryson,
Yes, ma'am.
because people are going to listen to this later and they're going to listen to it on all the platforms, please state where people can get a hold of you for photography and for DJing. Please state the best way for them to find you.
Yes, ma'am. So on my Instagram, I have links to my booking for photography and videography. I'm still working on the DJ booking. Usually I just have people hit me up directly for that. But yes, I have an Instagram. I'm starting a Twitter page soon. I have email, which I'll send to you directly. So if anybody wants to reach out, they can, that you could put in. But yeah, Instagram is just the best way as of right now, and Facebook as well.
Could you say for us your Instagram for those who are going to listen to this and not haven't been on or can't see the top?
So it's at Lowkey, Lowkey Productions, Prodution, 2 S's on the end. Lowkey Productions. Thanks for watching again.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you want to get a hold of Bryson, please make sure you do. I truly appreciated, Bryson, you coming on. This is the 5th anniversary of the Terran Lamb Show. We are celebrating 5 years in the game. If you have a story, I would love to have you on the show. If you know someone has a story, I'd love to have them on the show. I'm going to leave you with this. It's not about the popularity. It's about people's reactions. And guys, invest in yourself early. Bryson, thank you so much for coming on. I truly appreciate it. And everybody, be good to yourself and each other.
Congrats.
Thank you for
You on your 5th anniversary, and I really appreciate you reaching out. Guys, anybody, again, there's going to be a lot of watchers after. She's the most in-depth interviewer you will probably, because she stays in contact very well. So, yeah, I really appreciate everything.
Well, because let me just tell you, I think that what you said is so important, right? It's kind of taking your craft and being like, this is it. I love what I do. I love it. You know what I mean? And I'm so happy when people come on, and I totally love it. So I know Bryson was probably like, girl, I'm coming on. I'll be there. I promise you, girl, I'm be there. But you know. Be good to yourself and each other. Thank you for the congratulations. Paige says, hey, cousin, agree. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate the interview, confidence, and you guys, we're signing off for real. Be good to yourself and each other. Till next time.
You also.